Hi everyone, it's me Tammy and I'm here with the much awaited foundation review for the Revlon ColorStay Whipped Cream Makeup. Such a long name. This is what the packaging looks like. It's very, very heavy. It's in this glass jar, which I think is just too much packaging, but you know, I can't knock them for the packaging. It doesn't have anything to do with how the product actually is. The color names are on top. I use color Early Tan for those that are going to ask. I'm an NC 37 to NC 40 in the summer, and I'm already nice and tan from the summer already. So this is what the inside looks like. Now this really is a whipped foundation. I can turn it upside down. It's not going anywhere. Now before I get into telling you how I feel about this, I'm gonna give you some more info. I'm just going to read it from the Revlon website so you know what it's about. It says buildable to full coverage for flawless skin. Soft matte finish all day long, withstands heat and humidity, great for summer, comes in 16 beautiful shades. All day flexible, no flaking, cakey, or feeling heavy. Okay, I'm going to say I think all of that is actually true. I really love this foundation. I have oily skin, very oily skin. So what I do is I apply this. Bad part is that since it is in a jar, I feel more comfortable applying it with my fingers, for like first putting it on my skin with my fingers and then buffing it in with the brush. I feel like if I dip the brush in there, I get too much product. You could use a Q-tip. I know some people are very finicky about that, but I always start applying my makeup with clean fingers anyway, so I'm not too worried about that. Okay, so when I apply it, it does feel really light. And for me, the coverage is medium. You can make it full though. Like I have tried and you can make it very full. But it never ever feels heavy. And we've had several 100-degree days here. I've gone out. My makeup has stayed like to perfection. It doesn't look any different. The only thing is that if you have really oily skin like I do suggest using a powder, because if you don't, it's not going to run, but the oil will start to show. But on days that I put oil, I only need to blot like once all day, even these 100-degree days. So I think that's pretty good. I do not recommend this for girls that have dry skin. I feel like the coverage would probably just be too much and it'll just accentuate your dry spots, because this does dry to a matte finish, which is great for us girls with combo oily skin, but not so much for those with dry skin. It's very easy to apply. It literally takes me under a minute. If I want like more coverage, then it would take me a little longer, but I really don't have any problems blending this in. Now, I've said all that. I really do like the foundation. There are several bad sides to this foundation though. One, it is pretty pricey for a drugstore foundation. It's like, I've seen it in some spots for like $10 and then other spots almost $15. So that's pretty steep for a drugstore, but I personally will pay the price again because I do like this. The packaging kind of sucks. It doesn't need to be in this huge glass jar with all this extra space, and then the fact that I have to dip my finger in there, I get why, but they could probably include some like spatula thingy so I don't have to keep dipping my fingers in there, something like that. Now there is a white cover over this, and I guess that's to make sure it doesn't dry out. I do keep the cover on it. Another bad thing is they only have 16 shades. Now, that's what the website says. Every time I go to a store, I have not seen a full display with 16. Like, and I'm not saying like it's sold out. I mean like the display doesn't actually have 16 holes in it for 16 colors. So that's a little off to me. And I think it's odd because according to the website, early tan is the second to darkest color. So that means if you have a very dark skin tone, you're probably not going to find your match. And I'm really sorry to say that. And I think that really sucks on Revlon's behalf. Really. And this doesn't have any SPF in it. Not a big deal for me. I always use SPF before I put on my foundation, but I know some people like to have that extra coverage. So yeah, those are the bad points on this. I am going to say this does last a really long time. Like I've had days where I'll put it on before work and then I don't take it off until I start work at 8:30. So I'll put it on around 8 in the morning, and there's days that I don't get home until 8 or 10 o'clock. My foundation looks impeccable, and what I really like, which really goes to say something amazing about the staying power of this, is that my blush stays on all day too. And usually if it's really hot or if my foundation just isn't that great, it's like the blush just kind of melts away or fades away, I don't know. But it looks pretty much as close to it as it looked like in the morning. So I think that says a lot. So that is my Revlon foundation review. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'm sure I missed something. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye!